Sup, it's Hallie, and welcome back to Absolution. When we last left off, they were doing a sleepover or something. I take my leave and head straight towards Monica's house. I ring her doorbell. She's coming to the doors.
Hey, Hallie.
Hey, I'm here for all the work that you have to complete.
I forgot to take that with me. Give me a second, please.
She leaves for the papers. It's nice to see that she's doing better. Well, at least on the outside. I can't know how she really feels, so I just have to trust her for now.
Here.
She hands me the papers. To my surprise, there aren't as many as I thought. Perfect, I'll be on my way then.
Hallie, wait. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. The player chose a name for you before you came, if I'm correct. And if that's so, then Hallie is not your real name, is it?
You're right, it isn't my real name.
What is your real name, then?
You may call me Barian. That's who I am known as to the people of my world. Hold on, let me change that. I hope this won't seem to be too weird for the others. And if that's the case, I'll have to come up with something quick. There we go, much better now. Now that that's sorted out, I'll be leaving, and I suppose that we'll see each other in school tomorrow.
Yeah, see you there.
I suppose I should mention, I have downloaded the patched version of this game, which apparently adds a bunch of conjunctions at the very least, so now the dialogue should sound a little less formal. I turn around and head straight back. In the distance, I was able to spot someone familiar. Wait, Natsuki? I run towards her. Natsuki, wait up!
Oh, hey, Barian.
Hey! She seems to have no idea that my name changed in her memory.
Wait a second. Why do I feel like I know you as someone else?
Or maybe not. What are you talking about? You've always known me as Barian. Sorry about this, Natsuki.
I guess it's just me. Anyway, what do you want?
I wanted to ask you about something that's been on my mind since yesterday. You said that it was difficult to convince your dad to let you come. Why's that?
I don't understand that either. I should go anywhere I want without having to argue with him. Sometimes all it takes is just to tell him about it. And that's especially when he's drunk. He barely even cares when he is, and he can tell him that he's allowed me if he starts complaining.
Natsuki, you could have told us that.
No, it's fine. Just forget it, I'm used to it.
A friend of mine told me the exact same thing a few years ago. But I knew that I just had to help them resist their parents' control. Natsuki, you have to stand up for yourself.
Are you kidding? You'll beat the crap out of me!
Not if I'm there to prevent that.
I don't want to risk you getting hurt because of him.
I won't get hurt. You can count on that. I worry more about accidentally injuring her dad. But you have to make a stand, and I know that you have it in you to do that.
You're right. I should stop letting him order me around like that. I've had enough of him. Come with me.
I can tell that she's been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. Her typical dismissive personality is completely gone now. This may or may not be an appropriate moment when I reveal my powers to her. Nonetheless, she needs to know about it too at some point. We arrive at the front of the house. To my surprise, Natsuki's dad is already outdoors. Natsuki. He glances over at me and his expression changes almost instantly. You went out with a boy? I noticed Natsuki's fear in her eyes. Find it in yourself, you got this.
Yeah, I did. Is that a problem?
Was I not loud and clear when I told you not to hang out with boys?
Why? Why should I not hang out with boys? Barian is not some sort of a criminal.
I don't care who he is. You will not be around boys anymore.
No.
What?
I said no. It's not up to you to tell me who to be and who not to be. Or not to be with. I'm sick and tired of you controlling my life.
I was right to assume that she has the strength to do this. She let roll the frustration out, and this is the result. It really reminds me of myself several years ago. I'm proud of you, Natsuki. Do you have any idea how much it costs me to keep you alive? I feed you and let you live under my roof. You should be grateful.
You? Feed me? You barely give me enough. I had to learn how to bake because of you. I had to move my manga collection to my classroom because you had thrown away.
You did what? That's it. I've had enough of this. I should teach you a proper lesson you'll never forget. As he was about to start beating her, I stepped in front of Natsuki. It's fine, Natsuki. He will not touch you. I promise you that. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You think it's okay to beat your daughter like that? She is supposed to feel safe around you, but instead she's afraid. Don't you think that's messed up? What do you know about me? I gave her everything she ever wanted. And that's why she has to keep her manga collection far away from you. She has to grow up from that. She's 18. So what? That doesn't mean she should move on from what she likes to do. This is her decision, and as her father, you should respect it. You want to be beaten up too? Oh boy, what a pair of options. Hold on a second. I'm going to drop a save. We're definitely going to check them both out. But you have learned from my talks with the developer in the comments that this part does have 2 different outcomes. Well, not that this part specifically, this chapter of Absolution, so I guess our choices do matter for some things, maybe? Let's go aggressive first. Try me. I dare you. Fear strikes right through his eyes, becoming unable to process what he's seeing right now. What is?
Baryon, what's happening to you?
Don't worry, this doesn't hurt me. Natsuki isn't the one who should learn a lesson here. You should reconsider how you treat her. All she wants is a father who supports her, and you can't even do that. What has she done to you that made you do this? You're right. I've been treating her awfully this whole time.
You've realized that just now? You've been beating me and making my days miserable for years! And you realize it just after Baryon told you that what I was trying to tell you this whole damn time?
I'm sorry, Natsuki. I was wrong. You had every right to be angry at me. Natsuki, you don't have to hide your manga anymore. I'm a terrible father for not realizing how you were feeling about it. Hang out with anyone you want from now on. I won't tell you what to do.
You're serious?
I am. Go do what you want. I shouldn't be anywhere near you.
Dad, that's not what I want. I joined the literature club because I wanted to feel safe. And I got to meet new friends. I feel safe around them. It's like a home I could never have. A home where I could be myself, where I could share my passion and interest.
And your home is the place where you feel insecure and threatened. I should have listened to you more. I'm really sorry.
Dad, I know that the divorce had a bad effect on you. I felt bad about it too, believe me. But you still have me, and you shouldn't forget that.
That's right. Natsuki is still here for you. You two should support each other through hard times. Both of you will find it better and more comfortable that way. Baryon, was it? I apologize for how I acted. It was really immature of me. At least you have self-reflection. I forgive you, but Natsuki's forgiveness should be more important to you right now. Natsuki.
Yeah, I forgive you. But no more beating me up.
I promise you that. Guess that's another case resolved. Yep, all you had to do was set yourself on fire and everything is resolved. This went quite smoothly, almost too good to be true. Yes, very much. But then again, he had no other option. Maybe it would be better if they make up rather than what I had in mind. Now let's go see what happens when we go defensive. Hold on, we gotta load up and see what happens when we're defensive about it. Go defensive! I'm not afraid of you. He charges at me and throws a punch. With almost no effort, I reflect it and hit him back, making him fall to the ground. My eyes start to glow slightly from releasing my power. Natsuki isn't the one who should learn a lesson here. You should reconsider how you treat her. All she wants is a father who supports her, and you can't even do that. What has she done to you that made you do this? Is that it? Is that the end of the different arc? We knocked him on his butt. The two of them continued their conversation, and I went on my way back to the org. I think I'll accept that outcome.
Baryon, wait for me!
Ah, hey. So I'm guessing it all went well then.
Yeah! I wanted to thank you for giving me the courage back then.
You're more than welcome. I'm just glad that you don't have to be afraid at home anymore.
I'm still not sure if he was serious or not. But I wanted to ask you something. You almost sent my father flying when you fought him. How are you so strong? It almost feels like you have superhuman strength.
You're actually not wrong at all.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not gonna stall this and get straight to the point. You know, I do have superhuman strength.
What? Are you messing with me?
No, I'm not. And it's not the only thing I have either.
Not the only thing you have.
I should have guessed that Natsuki would be the one having the most intense reaction. Calm down, Natsuki. I want to explain it all to you, but I need you to clear your mind before that.
Okay, I think I'm fine now.
I'll hold you to that. Well then, here is my story. I explained to her that I came from another world, and that I'm in possession of supernatural powers. As well as that, I tell her about how I knew what was going on with the relation between her and her dad.
Barian, is this why you offered me living in your house?
Correct.
Now I feel like a jerk for how I acted towards you sometimes.
I really don't mind. You also haven't really been a jerk in this mod at all. This just wasn't right. You don't deserve that happening to you.
At least now I see why you told me that you wouldn't get hurt. And honestly, I would lie if I told you that I'm not kinda afraid right now.
You don't have to be afraid. I have no intention of harming you. Quite the contrary. I would have done wouldn't have done all of this if I wanted to, would I?
I guess you're right. And I thought supernatural powers aren't real.
Maybe they're not real in your world, who knows? And no, I'm not all-knowing before you ask that.
That's a big relief. No offense, I just really wouldn't feel comfortable if you knew everything about me.
I get that. It would bother me a lot as well.
One more thing I want to ask you. Well, I can't really promise you that it's the last question. But do the other girls know about your otherworldly powers?
I'm sorry, but that's something I cannot talk about. Even though there's, like, only one of them who doesn't. And it's Monica, who would probably be the most receptive anyway.
Oh, okay. I understand. Well, all I can hope for now is that I won't see the world in flames and ruins after I wake up tomorrow. That is, if I wake up tomorrow.
You really don't have to worry about that.
I hope so. But I'm curious about something. There must be another reason for why you came here other than help me, right?
Indeed. There are, in fact, multiple reasons why. I won't go into details, but it's safe to say that they shouldn't be neglected. Especially one that I stopped myself before accidentally letting out what Monica wanted to do to them. Never mind that, I should be on my way back. I told Sayori that I would bring all the work for Monica, and I have been out for a long time already. See you tomorrow at the club meeting.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
I arrive in front of Sayori's house, still thinking about how all the girls now know about my powers. Yet, only Yuri and Sayori know that there is another one besides them who shares this knowledge. I guess it could have went worse. Sayori, I'm back.
Barian!
I pull her close to me and kiss her on her cheek. Sorry I took that long. I got caught up in conversation with Natsuki on my way back.
I was starting to get a little worried that something happened. No, by the way, I have a feeling that Barian is not your name. I know this sounds strange, but...
Let me explain it to you. Who you knew me as before was not my actual name. It was a name given to me by someone else. And since I had more important things to take care of, I sort of just let it be like that. Up until a moment ago, when I changed it, resulting in everyone who talks to me have their memory replaced.
You know, nothing really surprises me anymore. Oh, but how couldn't I even notice right away?
That's something beyond my knowledge.
Oh, alright. Before I forget it, do you have the papers?
Of course. Are we getting to work on them straight away?
We could, then we don't have to worry about it later.
Sounds good to me. Yes, the mystery papers. We start working on the papers, and once we're done, we both go and return them to Monica. After that, we spend time watching series and playing games together. Suddenly, Sayori asks me if we could go outside and talk about something. I nod in agreement, and we go outside. Is it the depression again? Sayori and I sit in front of the gate together.
Beautiful view, isn't it?
No, it's me. Sayori popped up. I thought it was her talking. Beautiful view, isn't it?
Yeah. Barian, I've been thinking about something for a long time. Do you think that I should attend therapy?
I take a deep breath before I start talking. That's all up to you. I wouldn't want to force you to do that if you don't feel comfortable about it. But I've been thinking about it, and I could be there with you.
You would really do that for me?
Sayori, I want you to be happy. It's as important to me as my happiness is important to you. Without saying another word, she embraces me and starts sobbing. but those are tears of happiness, tears of relief. It's been a long enough time for me to be able to discern it, and I've seen her crying enough to tell. I'd gladly go there with you until you will find the strength to go there on your own. And it's okay if it takes you a long time, as long as it helps, then that's what matters.
Florian, this means so much to me. It was so difficult to fight against the rain clouds when I was on my own. I lost all hope and thought that I couldn't be happy with you. But despite that, you didn't stop trying. You kept going for me, even when I was trying to hide my feelings from you.
I couldn't just stand and do nothing. You were hurting in the inside, yet you still attempted to make everyone around you happy. Putting on a mask like that for so long, you're really strong, Sayori.
Florian, I'm not that strong.
No, you are. Trust me when I say that. I know what I'm talking about. You're amazing, Sayori. Don't ever forget it. I love you for who you are. Being with you showed me that you genuinely care about me. Seeing that from the littlest things was enough for me to know. And I care about you too much to just let some depression bother you all day long. As well as that, I'm very relieved that I was able to help her.
Florian, is it okay if we could stay here together for a little longer?
Absolutely. We continue looking at the stars in silence, both appreciating to have each other by our side. A while later, without asking or hesitating, we go to sleep together again, just on the doorstep, apparently. I guess my room will be mostly unused now. But I don't really care, this is much better. They have an odd habit of passing out in weird places. It's early in the morning and I'm already waking up. Going to sleep earlier has its advantages, I suppose.
Hey, Florian.
Hey, looking forward to seeing the club again. But I hope Yuri's doing fine, we haven't seen her since Saturday.
Poor girl is feeling lonely, doesn't she?
Supposedly, but I really don't know much about her everyday life, so I can't tell. We could take her somewhere after school. She would appreciate that, I think.
Sounds like a good idea to me. But where can we take her?
Heh, apart from a few places, I have no idea where anything is.
Oh, right. It's so easy to forget that this whole city is actually new to you. Can't you use your powers to somehow find out where everything is?
That only works with people I talked to at least once. I guess I should use the internet. If I want to know where something is, I have to get there, then I can remember it at any time I want to.
I see. Like a normal human then. But I'm sure that we can come up with something.